Yeah. Shabab. Okay. Shabab first off want to give up praise to Yahweh, Bashim Yershai, Bashim Kakodash. And double honors to the apostle nails and give him stone. Peace and blessing to the elect of the nation of Israel. Hey, this is brother Rap from the Gibbs to Jamaica camp. Bringing you this lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh. Bashim Yershai, Bashim Kakodash. God willing this will be edifying. Yeah. This is just kind of a follow-up. I've just been meditating upon it because this was a part of a conversation we were having at camp about how the food nowadays is I don't know what to call it, man. It's falling off a cliff. These days I don't know what they're giving us for food. This is why a lot of our people eat so much. Right, eat so much in terms of quantity, because whenever you're hungry, it's just your body is urging for certain nutrients, right, which I get from the food. So the reason why we eat more of these foods because they have a less nutritional value, so you tend to have to eat more, thus adding upon more fat, right? So this is an article here, but hey, before we get into the article, we'll just give you an example of the time of old how the things work. So this is Numbers 13 verse 23. I'm gonna read it in the NLT because it's so clear. It says, so when they came to what is known as the Valley of Escos, they cut down a cluster of grapes so large that it took 2 of them to carry it on a pole. Between them, they also took samples of pomegranates and figs. You hear that, man? Cluster of grapes, and 2 men had to carry it on a pole. Compare that to now. One cluster of grapes, hey, you put it in your pocket. This just shows you how the things have deteriorated over time. Right? So this is the article here from the BBC. It says it looks like a carrot, it tastes like a carrot, but is it as good for us as it once was? It's the nutritional values of some popular vegetables, from asparagus to spinach, have dropped significantly since 1950. Hey, and not to say about meat and all these things. It's a 2004 US study, which land that was meant, that's over 20 years ago. You can only imagine now the numbers have skyrocketed. Okay? Study found important nutrients in some garden crops are up to 38% lower than they were at the middle of the 20th century. On average, across the 43 vegetables analyzed, calcium content declined 16%, iron by 15%, and phosphorus by 9%. The vitamins and riboflavin and ascorbic acid both dropped significantly. So while there was slight declines in protein levels, similar decreases have been observed in the nutrients present in wheat. It's what's happening. It's prompted by food shortages after World War II. Scientists developed a new high-yield varieties of crops and breeds of livestock, alongside synthetic fertilizers, pesticides, and herbicides to boost food production, coupled with improvements in irrigation and the advent of affordable tractors. That's right. So, hey, especially now when they claim that the world is overpopulated and they have sea change and all these things. So these things, these measures they put in, they ramp them up, right? So we can see that this has gotten significantly worse compared to when the study was done. You can't even imagine how these foods are these foods will be soon be closer to cardboard than food. no nutritional value. It's just to kill you or delete you. And it's a prompt. No, I'm finished it already. He said it's a crop productivity increased dramatically. So the average global cereal yield rose 175% between 1961 and 2014, with wheat, for example, rising from an average yield of 1.1 tons per hectare to 3.4 tons per hectare in around the same time frame. So while yields went up, nutritional levels in some crops declined, bringing intensive farming techniques under scrutiny. Hey, so this is another thing that these men are going to use for the end of the war. They're going to say they want to take these things out of the hands of farmers and these things, right? Because that is one of the things that's affecting our society. This is the agenda these men want to push. Right? You hear it, man. Right? You're blaming the farmers. So this is the reason they're going to use for their new world order. Right? I don't think I need to. Let's get into a few scriptures. This is Ezekiel 4, verse 13. Is, and the Lord said, even thus say the children of Israel, eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I have driven them. That's right. So we out here, scripture say we're going to eat defiled bread, man. And we've been eating defiled bread, right? Especially in these times, you know, our people love defiled bread. Whether it be the abominable foods, whether it be the certain fast foods, or people dwell in them. Or people, overweight, out of shape. When you see a quote-unquote white person, which no person is white, out there jogging and so, all people are not athletic in that sense. We're the best athletes, but we're not the most athletic. Right? When you see the other nations trying to take care of their health, all people don't care about that. Or people love that defiled bread. Right? This is Psalms 23 verse 4 say, yea, do I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. That's right, this society here, man, is just clear death. We're just here to, it's here to carry us closer to our grave, man. If from you're an Israelite, this place is not for you. This is the valley of the shadow of death. He said, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. The word, he said, thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, and my cup runneth over. He said, surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. So Micah 2 verse 10 says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. So it is because it is polluted. That's right. No matter what we do, man. I put a lot of these things in the things that are around us that negatively affect us. Whether it be the mixed material, which throws off a frequency that's toxic to our bodies, whether it be puts the port in cement, whether it puts fluoride in toothpaste. All these things are just here to destroy us, man. It is polluted, but our people love this society. Right? It shall destroy you even with a sure destruction. Yeah? And it's in Matthew 24, verse 22, it says, except those days be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. That's right. So if it was left up to this one, he would destroy even himself. Just say, I don't want to quote it wrong. So, okay. Scripture says, if we do good, he do it unwillingly, but let's get it. start at verse 5. Verse Surah 14 verse 5 says, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he do good? He is evil to his own people, man. He doesn't care about evil the people of his nation. He says to hell with them. He said, he shall not take pleasure in his good. That's right, because he has the earth right now. He doesn't care about it, man. This man will eventually drop nukes upon the place that he is laying his head to rest. You can see that this man is a madman. He said, when we jump down to read verse 6, he said, there is none worse than him that envieth himself. This is a recompense of his evil. So if he do good, he do it unwillingly, and last he will declare his wickedness, right? Hey, the so-called white man are doing nothing good for our people. If he do good, he do it unwillingly, man. So back in Matthew 24, verse 22, it says, except those days be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So the Lord didn't shorten these days for us, so it would perish, because this one has an agenda. Well, yeah, the scripture said, can clean thing come out of unclean things? This man is just the destroyer, man. That's just it. He has no other purpose, right? Is there anything more in this article here? Another thing to add, reading this, it says, so if the soil is as good as it was, soil is not going to be good, because this man not keeping the laws of the Heavenly Father. And we're supposed to have the land Sabbath, and this man is not keeping it. So that's another factor that pays, that makes the food has less nutrients, right? But the scripture said, but unto the wicked, what? Let us get it on. Because hey, this Psalms 50 verse 16, but unto the wicked the house said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or thou should take it my covenant in thy mouth? The seeing thou hatest destruction and cast my words behind thee. That's right. No matter what, man, so-called man thinks he can improve upon creation. This man is a madman. He's only going to destroy himself and destroy the world if it was left up to him. Right? When thou sawest a thief, thou consentest with him, because he himself is a thief. He himself is a thief, and has been a partaker with adulterers. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thou thy tongue frame deceit. Thou sittest and speak against thy brother. Thou slanderest thine own mother's son. That's right. And verse it says, these things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest as I was altogether such as one as thyself, but I will reprove thee, and will set them in order before thine eyes. That's right. So the Most High is going to get you, man. Scripture says, in the fullness of his sufficiency shall be in straight. So when you think you're about to eat, man, hey, the Most High will take the plate from you, man. Right? So with that, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bashem, Shah, Bashem, Hey, Shalom.